Alright, there we are. We're in Undertale and we started it. This music is playing and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Um I got a new house, that's a big thing for me. Okay. So that's that was the whole game. That was the whole game. The flower kills you and the game ends. Or maybe my say yeah. Wow. Interesting. I didn't realize that was the end of the game. I really didn't. Um I, hmm. Let's 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 not be so hasty. We're just gonna play again. I knew going into this that this game had multiple um playthrough options, like reasons to go through it again. The quote unquote genocide slash pacifist run has been discussed in the comments. I'm aware of these things. I just don't care. I don't like yeah, that was the end of the game unless the cloud save didn't work. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing 30 minutes. Howdy, I'm Flowey the Flowey the Flower. You're new to the underground, aren't you? Golly, you must seem so confused. What'll we have to do? Little blah blah blah. Ready? Here we go. See that heart? That's your soul. You need love, even though that's definitely not what it is. Down here, love is shared through little white friendliness pellets. Are you ready? Move around. Get as many as you can. So I guess somebody tell me in the comments if that is the natural course of things, or if my cloud save is messed up. Because if my cloud save is messed up, then I guess I will go ahead and try and fix that and resume the play. But if the issue is after you beat King Asgore, the flower just kills you, and that's the end of the game, then can someone please just let me know, and then I will literally set this game on fire and never play it again. Um, what a terrible creature, torturing such a blah blah blah. I'm Toriel. Yeah, I really I let that last recording rock. I didn't realize how poor it was going. Yeah, I have nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Someone tell me. Someone tell me if this is the natural order of things or not. I'm gonna go ahead and do the 30 minutes that that this is me doing what I do, but I'm still not, like whatever. Whatever. We're just playing Undertale again. Great. Um, yeah, I know. The simple fact of the matter is, I didn't know how bad it was going. I didn't realize. I think I called it out in the video that I was having some doubts about how things were going, but there was never a point when stall for time. I'll resolve it. Dummy was excited to talk to me. Yay! Very good. Am I gonna have to edit that out? I hope not. But I just, stuff I didn't turn off on this one. Um, so, when I saw those recordings, and guys, I saw those recordings so far before they actually came out. And again, there's one that came out that was just the worst. There was one that I absolutely I couldn't release because not only did I mess up the audio, but I messed up the video completely. There was no video. You think the slideshow was bad? This video was worse. Anyway, that was the one I made first, and then I went back and I made those other ones, and I was like, I'm gonna make up for this, and then I did so much worse. I did so much worse. So I'm really sorry about that, but I also, it's a learning experience. It's a learning experience both in the sense of making videos, like how to do that, but it's also a learning experience in how to do the whole YouTube thing. There is a lot of pressure like legitimate pressure in my brain and my thought processes like during the course of the day, because this isn't all I do during the day, but it's definitely something I think about all day. And it's just like, man, you really messed up those videos. Now, in the beginning, like it would have crushed me. In fact, it took me a very long time to get back to the game, not just because of my dislike for Undertale, but because of my fear that I would do it again. There was never a point when I was like, I can get back to Undertale and I'm gonna do it just right. It was always like, I'm gonna just power my way through Undertale. Hello, this is Toriel. You've not left the room. I totally left the room. Hey, Frogget. Yeah, excuse me. I have some advice for you. If you act, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's great. Go up here and I'll take a piece of candy because it offered me to, and that's totally fine. So, the point is, I made some real bad recordings, and it was the end of the game, and that's, I guess, the worst possible place for that to happen. Even though what I didn't want to do was play the game anymore, so in a sense, that was the crumbs. Probably the best course of action, was to get over it, was to just, get back on the horse, because that's what I did. And I think the most important thing, Minecraft came along, and I'll be honest, I would never have started playing Minecraft if it weren't for this game, if it weren't for the motivation that started me on this game, if it weren't for the trials and tribulations that happened during the course of the game. There was just so many things happening in the startup of the Undertale process that have, flown through to a lot of my other playthroughs, even games that, I thought I was that sick. I was almost that sick. It's all the way over. I was so close to being that sick. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Honestly, that was how I got over it. I was looking at my poor crappy video recordings. I was looking at the way things were going on the channel. I was like, I'm gonna have to maybe explain is the wrong word, but I'm gonna have to face, my quote unquote fan base. They're gonna respond to these terrible videos. It took a lot of for starters, I've been very busy. I've been insanely busy. I don't know how many other videos of mine you watch, but I've been going through a lot. For the past couple months, it's been kind of a tumultuous year. I mean, that's kind of the theme of human living since 2020, but I really, shifted into high gear of body, brain, emotional punishment for a little while there. Anywho, big part of that was didn't have a place to live, and now I do. Now I'm definitely in a new house, which is why I'm definitely more comfortable doing my audio commentary. I'm definitely more comfortable playing the game, at length. It's just a better all-around experience, and I never would have done that if I had just kept making videos the way I had. I would have just kept playing Strider, and oh man, it's Napster, and if I remember correctly, you have to there's work to beat Napster, right? You gotta cheer him on, right? Because he's cool. Yeah, he's just got some tears. That is this version of the music. I did not think this was a version of music in the game. There we go. Cool. So, in a really, really, really good sense, the fact that these recordings went sideways is just fine. It's not great. It's not I don't ever want to do it again. But, I am not mad. And also, while I didn't enjoy Undertale the game, I have enjoyed the bejesus out of the soundtrack. It has been, thank you, non-stop rotation on my personal playlist. I haven't made any money, so I cannot. I think, I'm assuming you have to do that, right? Because you, the spider lady eventually attacks you, right? And I assume if I hadn't actually eaten any spider food, that would have gotten worse for us. I don't think you guys got to see that fight either. pat your belly, and then he like gives me the greens. Ugh, but I missed my greens, and that's the stuff I need. Please give me my greens. I would love to. There we go. Yummy green. I got some whites. There we go. I don't remember what this says. There's just one switch. I bet there is. Oh, right. I do remember. Yes, I'm remembering some of these things. So now I'm, back playing Undertale again for definitely the last time. I did not enjoy it. I didn't enjoy playing the game, but I do love the soundtrack a great deal. I listen to it a lot. And one of the things I mentioned in that video that I'm hoping, if you had any good sense, you skipped mostly through and didn't just audio commentary your way through. Because I did. I had to edit it. I actually edited out some of the stuff that was even worse. So you're welcome. But the soundtrack has some spoilers on it. I mean, duh. But it also has, I guess, evidence of more gameplay than I, experienced, or that I even was aware of. I suppose, there's probably tons of people aware of the game who are like, true, you definitely should have done this, and then you could have done this cool thing. Like, it was at, I think it was called Nemi or something, and like a whole city. Never did it. There's dating, which of course involves that skeleton guy. I hate him. I'm pretty sure I could have gone back and seen, like, What's-Her-Face's house. Undyne, spear lady. But she, I don't want to. What do? You just do the wave. Alright. Doesn't have a care in the world. So, I don't know. I don't really have great additional Undertale commentary to add because, it took everything out of me to do that one recording. I think the full recording was like an hour and a half because I was like, come hell or high water, I'm finishing this game today. And then, I don't want to read the puzzles. I don't want to read the clues. I don't want to figure out how I'm supposed to do it. I just want to keep going for like another... Oh man, not even that much longer. For like another 10 minutes. I guess we'll give it tutorial, yeah. We will once again betray tutorial, and that will, I guess, be enough. All the way around again. So yeah, let's see. Great for the channel, great for me personally, great for soundtrack purposes, terrible gameplay experience, hated that, but, if the worst thing that happens from playing Undertale is that I have a bad time, believe it or not, that's not the worst thing in the world. There are a ton of games that I am definitely playing and not even remote, like there's no positive qualities. Case in point, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I went on a bit of a tirade about Mortal Kombat 1 the other day during a Minecraft session because I had to uninstall that game because it was upsetting me with its like miserable, just horrible DLC practices, which are not improving. The game just continues to get more and more aggressively like offensive to its consumers. Anyway, prior to that, I started playing Jedi Survivor because it's Star Wars. I'm running a YouTube channel. I figured it would be free hits, free clicks, and I could play it in 4K. The place I was staying, I had a 4K hookup. So it was like, sweet, man, I will, just between you and me, I saw Toriel coming out of here, she was carrying groceries, I was too intimidated, and I'm gonna take a knife, and I'm gonna equip a knife. Sweet. Alright, now I got a knife. That game sucks, and the first game got away with it because it was the first one, and when you do your first game and it's like a licensed property, I don't know why, but people always cut you a break. People always are like, it's okay, it's just the first Avengers game, the first Star Wars game, the first whatever game. Anyway, I was one of them, And that game was so 6 out of 10. It hurt, but didn't stop me from powering my way all the way through it. Like one of the kids was playing it. It was Star Wars, and at the time it was a new story. Anyway, now it's an old, tired, rote story. We already know what Cal and the gang do, and while they did craft an interesting enough story for the gang to like get into hijinks again, it's Star Wars, so we already know the crux of the story is going to be either they're all dead or they all went into hiding, which, like, okay, takes some of the payoff out. Anyway, the gameplay sucks. The gameplay sucks a whole lot. It is not good. It is not, like, it's buggy. It doesn't work well. The combat, it's insulting how poorly this game that they definitely spent a bajillion dollars on, and it was the sequel to its predecessor. Like you could go back to the drawing board and just like fix it, but instead they were like, no, it's just crappy. Let's just develop the new game on top of the engine that doesn't work with all the same old problems. And they put a bunch of new stuff in it, but because they didn't bother testing it or because they didn't bother like making sure it was, oh god, I keep pressing the wrong button. I want to exit the ruins so I never have to play this game. um I don't know. It's just bad, and now I'm doing shorts for it, and like, hey, the shorts are getting tons and tons of hits because people seem to enjoy my misery. But you know who didn't enjoy my misery? Me. I was the one who had to hold the controller the whole time and play that stupid game the whole time and keep getting killed over and over again. I'm even the poor guy who had to like edit out all those times that, you know, why would I do that? All right, let's do it. Now, is there just an option? Oh, right. Tutorial just whoops you with it, so I'll just let it whoop me. So we can do this for a while I talk. So, not that I want to dogpile on, you know, um, Star Wars for too much longer. I mean, I just, it's games, guys. It's video games. It's a thing I do for fun, and when they're terrible, it's really upsetting. Anyway, I'm not gonna finish it because the end boss of that game, it beat me a lot. I think I have a couple recordings of it because I definitely failed like 6 or 7 times before I was like, okay, I just can't flip and do it. But it's the kind of thing where whoever made the game has like a serious boner for like the Elden Ring, like Dark Souls, just like style of gaming. The like game, it's too hard. It's difficult. It's obtuse, and if you blow it, it punishes you instead of like being like, you blew it, let's give you a little bit of help. The game is like, you blew it, everything's worse. Anyway, you add that on top of a game that has a narrative that doesn't make any sense, and the game flow is bad, and all the gameplay options, and it's just like a gigantic waste of time. It is a huge waste of flipping time to play the new Star Wars game. The budget's great. I think the soundtrack was kind of good, but like, it's not real Star Wars music because we can't have any of the real composers. We just have to like have Star Wars alikes, and some of them sound kind of good. But like you've seen the Mandalorian, all those other shows, and it's like, man, the soundtracks on those blow these video games away. Why are you guys phoning these in? I don't know. It's just me ranting about games I don't like, and hopefully, cool. I will never come back. I can assure you. I guess I'm really sad. I'm really sad. That's how the game. I guess if I had to put a too fine a point on it, I was kind of expecting to launch this game and like have to bought the boss over again, or maybe have like a weird conversation with that flower, or there was going to be a puzzle or something. But the idea that it just erased my save game and then I have to start over again is, whoa, what the heck just happened? All right. These are so many signs. Clever, very clever. You think you're really smart. In this world, it's kill or be killed, so you will be able to play by your own. You spared the life of a single person. Hee hee hee. I bet you feel really good you didn't kill me down this time. I'll die and I'll die and I'll die. Like here until I kill you, let me in hell. I'm Prince, don't worry, my little monarch, my plan isn't registered. This is so much more interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll Google it. I guess what I'll do after I make this recording is I'll Google, like, I'll finally look into the end of Undertale and I'll find out if this is a result of cloud saving. But, like,